so now that we understand just how curcumin is metabolized, what kind of pitfalls it has in regards to bioavailability, and the challenges of getting an effective form of curcumin inside the human body and doing what it has been studied to do outside of the human body, now we can go over some of the benefits that just happen whenever we do have an effective form of curcumin working for us. So here we see in the heart, what we see curcumin do is decrease cholesterol and promote cardiac muscle tissue repair after a heart attack. Curcumin is also able to reverse an enlarged heart. So in the case of many bodybuilders who abuse things like anabolic steroids, enlarging the heart, curcumin can show a lot of promise there with its treatment in reducing an enlarged heart. In the liver, we see curcumin is able to lower liver enzyme values by raising the master antioxidant glutathione. And we also see, again, that curcumin is able to protect the liver from the damages of drinking alcohol, most likely by that same effect of raising the master antioxidant glutathione, similar to what we see in an ingredient such as NAC, where basically it serves the same purpose of raising those levels of glutathione. And in the kidneys, we also see curcumin protecting in chronic kidney disease by reducing the leakage of some pro-inflammatory molecules through the intestines by increasing the amount of intestinal alkaline phosphatase. This is mostly curcumin improving your digestive system, preventing such molecules from leaking through and then causing problems through the kidneys. Curcumin is also able to improve that creatinine clearance, which is also a main indicator of proper kidney function. Now, going down the list of beneficial effects, we have cholesterol. Curcumin can lower LDL and triglyceride levels, with some research supporting that a more bioavailable form of curcumin may be able to raise HDL values, which is the good cholesterol. As far as digestion goes, curcumin is able to protect against gastrointestinal diseases and forms of cancer in the GI tract. It is also able to prevent ulcers and use as a treatment to treat ulcers as well. And curcumin also shows prebiotic activity, which can improve gut flora and thus improving digestion as well. As far as joint health goes, curcumin has shown more effective anti-inflammatory effects compared to things like ibuprofen and aspirin with just taking curcumin as far as the anti-inflammatory effects go. It also has displayed effects in joint health, which are rivaling the corticosteroid treatment that is typically given in joint health problems. Yet it does not display those terrible side effects that many of these corticosteroid drugs have. So this shows great promise for the treatment of curcumin when it comes to joint health. And as far as eye health goes, we have seen that water-soluble cyclodextrin complexes of curcumin can be used as eye drops for damaged retina in a once-daily applied formula. It is also an effective treatment for dry eye disease, as well as a treatment for cataracts, most likely due to the fact that it prevents the accumulation of free radicals due to its electron scavenging abilities of that curcumin structure. And then we get to the brain. Curcumin is able to protect neurons and prevent cell death after spinal cord injury. Curcumin is also able to protect the brain against toxic effects caused by fluorine. Curcumin also shows promise in the treatment of several cancers in the brain, such as glioblastoma. It can also reduce the amount of water content present in the brain following a traumatic injury to the head. Curcumin is able to increase the amount of omega-3 fatty acid DHA in the brain. Now, this is something that simply taking a supplemental form of DHA cannot do. So this makes curcumin unique in that ability. And whenever you have a curcumin formulation such as Longvita curcumin, which is able to cross the blood-brain barrier, we see this effect even more drastically so. And going back to Longvita, 400 milligrams per day of Longvita resulted in an improved cognition and mood within clients taking it within just an hour. I just want to do a quick summary of all the information that we covered in this video. So first, we looked at the structure of curcumin. I showed you what kind of functional groups are responsible just for what effects of curcumin, as far as the antioxidant ability, its anti-inflammatory ability, and even its ability to remove toxic heavy metals from the body. Each of these unique properties of curcumin structure give it these particular abilities. We went over the bioavailability problems of curcumin and how those can be circumvented by choosing different technologies such as a nano encapsulation of curcumin. In our case, the solid lipid form being the most effective form, being up to 150 times more bioavailable and being able to permeate the blood-brain barrier. We also went over how curcumin is metabolized in the body as well as other drugs, and the problem with curcumin, the reason for its poor bioavailability in the first place, is because most of it gets broken down into its metabolites in the liver when it goes through that first pass metabolism in the liver. So a way that we circumvent this again is by using these nano encapsulated forms such as a micelle or a solid lipid nanoparticle, which allows the curcumin to be passed through and absorbed through the lymphatic system instead of the typical route of oral administration. We also know that pairing a curcumin extract with piperine can result in an increase in bioavailability of about 20-fold just by doing this. The reason that it does this is that piperine inhibits some of those enzymes that you see in that phase 1 drug metabolism, but it still goes through the liver, so we still do see a lot of curcumin being formed into its metabolites by phase 2 metabolism. Even though curcumin paired with piperine can result in a drastic increase in bioavailability, studies have shown that it is still not enough to be able to really benefit from those anti-inflammatory effects of curcumin, and that something stronger is really needed for curcumin to have those kind of effects in the human body, such as a nanoencapsulation by micelles or solid lipid nanoparticles. Another reason for curcumin's effectiveness in the human body is because its structure allows it to bind to so many different target tissues in the body, such as DNA, RNA, enzymes, and different molecules in the body. And this can only be seen by curcumin itself. Using a reduced form of curcumin, such as tetrahydrocurcumin, is not able to bind to nearly as many target tissues in the body, even though that form of curcumin is a little bit more bioavailable. The original curcumin structure is what you really want. Optimized curcumin, the most bioavailable form of curcumin that we presently know, and I've combined it with 10 other clinically dosed ingredients in there to give some of the best effects whenever it comes to organ health and antioxidant and blood glucose control. So if you want to check those out, you can always head over to our website, leviathannutrition.com. I have those on sale now. And if you have any questions about this video, you can always ask us in the comments. You can reach us on Instagram at Leviathan Nutrition. You can reach me personally on Instagram through my Instagram account, Whitlock Fitness, if you have any inquiries such as coaching or consulting. So I hope you guys can really find the content that I've given you today informative, helpful, and useful, and really gives you some clarification about what curcumin is really all about and how we can go about solving the problems that curcumin encounters to really give the best product possible. If you like the content of this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You can also head over to our website, leviathannutrition.com, and check out our blog section. We have a bunch of articles featuring key ingredients such as curcumin that are really explained in detail, in even further detail than I have done in this video, with references to those clinical studies, some of the clinical studies that I have talked about here today. If you guys have any questions about this video or have any questions about any of our other products, please leave it in the comments, and stay tuned for future videos breaking down more of our products such as Leviathan IRE, going through each of the ingredients and each of their beneficial effects in detail. So hopefully you guys found this video informative, and I will talk to you next time.